idea.
All right, hey guys. So, one thing about my life, quick, I have to share because it's just stupid. These things, I swear, only happen to me. So it turned off now because my phone is on. But every time I get in my car for like, I don't know, maybe all summer probably, this podcast about bats starts playing. And now I figured I could not figure out how to make it stop. I figured we'll just let it play through, and once it's done, it'll stop. No, it just keeps going. I need sunglasses. It keeps playing. It's on repeat. So, yeah, I know real interesting trivia about bats that I never cared to know. So, as you may or may not know, I live on a gravel road, so this is safe. There's nobody out here other than the farmers, and they're going 5 miles an hour in their tractors and combines. So anyway, so we are going to vlog today because there's at least one construction related thing happening today, and that is the refrigerator for the staff lounge is supposed to be delivered today. So that's exciting. Couple reasons why I felt that was an important thing to have on site. For one, it's just a huge building. We have a few refrigerators on site actually for a couple different reasons. One, we have one upstairs for ice packs. So we have ice packs in the freezer section of that one. It's just a smaller one. And then we have one in our banquet room, obviously so that people can use that when they use the banquet room, or like staff use it, whatever. We have one in the student lounge for them to use. And then the biggest one is going in the staff lounge, because we do have events also multiple times throughout the year where we buy ice cream for 800, 1,000 people, right? So it's kind of nice to have some different options on site to be able to store some stuff. Who knows? We've done lots of different things where we've needed refrigerator or freezer space. And so, yeah, it's a nicer, larger refrigerator. And then also it has a water dispenser, an ice cube dispenser in the fridge. And I think that will be really nice and helpful for our teachers. It's important that they stay hydrated and take care of themselves. And so as they walk through the lounge, they can fill up with some ice and some water really easily, or between classes when they're hanging out in the lounge, whatever it is. So I felt like that was really important. So we are buying a new refrigerator for them. So we did look into, putting it out on like local sell and swap pages, like here's what we're looking for like some used furniture and used refrigerators and things. And we just didn't have any luck. So it's kind of like timing on a lot of those things. And so we went ahead and purchased something that was on sale at a local appliance store. So that is being delivered today. So I will vlog that later. And then there may be Signs and Designs stopping by. I'm guessing there's going to be other things that pop up as well. So we're going to go ahead and vlog today. All right, keep you posted. All right, hey guys, so in true fashion, if you've ever watched the vlog before, you know how crazy it gets and how I have to kind of catch up with you guys later a little bit. So kind of what happened today, we did have Hawkeye Alarm here for a little bit, getting the fobs finalized, which is exciting. So now it's kind of back into my control. Hold on. Yeah, that's not working. Hold on a sec. Okay, thank you. All right, so we did have Hawkeye Alarm here, got the fobs all to a point where now I'm in control of them, right? Like they taught me how to use the software, and I have the fobs and everything's programmed that they need to program. Now it's just up to me to program them for individual people, for individual doors, for individual time schedules and things like that. So that's really good. That, puts me back in the driver's seat. That's a nice way to stay for those control freaks out there. Puts me back in the driver's seat as far as, you know, kind of the fobs and the access and all that. So I'm really excited about that. And then behind me, you can see the new fridge. So they did drop off the fridge for the staff lounge today. So pretty exciting stuff. So of course, it doesn't fit, you know, where the fridge is supposed to fit, which I knew that wasn't going to happen. So I think for our staff, we'll probably just do like maybe coat hooks right here, or like a little coat rack thing or something to kind of fill that space. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll figure out something to fill that space. 9 times out of 10, even more than 9 times out of 10, this door is closed. I'm just gonna point it out because, you know, great paint job. But so most of the time, this door is closed. Staff's coming in and out. We want to keep that door locked so that we don't end up with any lost children or anything back here. That would not be good. And so probably something there for like storage. I don't know, a bench, some coat hooks, something like that. And then this, so you can see the water line here. Josh is gonna have to figure that out. That he can do that, it's easy. But somehow it's probably gonna have to like go through the wall into the fridge kind of situation. But basically they have it all in here and ready to go. It looks crooked to me. I think it's crooked. If you look at it from this angle, I think it's sitting in there crooked. Yeah, well, we'll figure that out. But yeah, so that way we have room. Like I said, we've got the water and ice for them, and then also some room for, we still gotta like take all that stuff out. But you know, sometimes we do have celebrations. We have like a big cake or something like that. So that way it just allows us to have some room for different things. So yeah, okay. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm gonna eat some lunch. I got my Jimmy John's. It's been crazy. Those of you who've been following along with the vlog, you know, it's been just kind of been a crazy time of kind of being on everybody else's schedules, if you will. So we're getting there though. We're getting there. So I'm gonna eat my lunch, and then I think that's honestly pretty much it for today. I can show you what the fobs look like if you want to see them. They're kind of cool. Okay, hold on a minute. All right, so here's what the fobs look like. They're just little fobs, just like I had one of these when I worked at Lincoln Elementary, so I think it's pretty common. It wasn't exactly like this, but very similar, just a little fob. The cool thing about the fobs, so for studio owners out there, I can control this like instantaneously. So let's say there's a schedule set for a certain teacher and all of a sudden they need a sub for somebody else, or they do need access to the building for like an event on a Saturday and normally they don't. I can literally get on my laptop or computer, whatever, and fix it like that for them and they can get in the building. So that's pretty cool. The flip side of that is true too, right? We've all been in those positions before if you have a big enough small business to where somebody needs to be deactivated right away, right? And so no matter what access you need to grant or take away, you can do it immediately. You don't have to call a locksmith and have them come out and all that. So that's awesome. And then the other thing I was going to share with you, which ended up getting resolved really easily, but we had a moment where I could not get on Spot TV from my phone. So I have the app on my phone. I could not see the cameras from my computer. So I went out and turned the viewing monitors on here, and they were like, it was like a Spot TV logo, and we couldn't see the studios. So I thought, oh no, here we go, right? Like here's like a whole thing we're gonna go through with Spot TV. You know, in the past, I've had to crawl around and unplug things and plug things back in and restart things and whatever. And no, it literally was like, I mean, probably a minute phone call total. And she's like, oh, hold on, I think I need to put in a code or something, and she did it, and immediately everything worked. And so that was a breeze. That was really easy. And the fob stuff, a little bit time consuming at the beginning just because we have so many staff and tenants. So tenants will have their door and their access, and staff will have their door and access. But once we get up and going, it's really pretty slick. So yeah, we've had a pretty good day around here. The fridge came early, which kind of affected things a little bit, but hey, it's here, it's done. I don't have to keep an eye out for it while customers are here and that kind of thing. So for the most part, pretty good day. I'm eating lunch. That's a plus too. Those of you who are busy, like busy, know that a lot of days it's hard to find time to eat or drink or take care of yourself in any way, shape, or form. So we're off to a really, really good start for the day. I don't know that there'll be anything else to show you guys. We're getting close to that time where we're going to open here pretty soon, and it'll just be business as usual, or should be business as usual. I guess there's one more thing I can share with you. My patience is dwindling quickly with these semis that are in this parking lot all the time. So you've heard me maybe talk about this before, and you maybe even have seen it before if you're in the area and drove by. They pull in this parking lot because it's a big parking lot, easy access. I get why they use it, right? And this building was basically abandoned for about 3 years. So it's a habit at this point, right? But the issues are a couple things. One, sometimes they sit here and the semi driver goes to sleep, and he's going to stay here till 8, 9 o'clock at night or whatever. And then that's obviously an issue for our tenants and our customers who need the parking lot at that time, right? And then 2, safety stuff. We don't need a semi. This is not a truck stop. Like, we don't need semis just hanging out around all these little girls. That's just not appropriate in any way, shape, or form. And then the third thing is what it does to the parking lot. Like, it physically has ruined the parking lot in a portion. And obviously we want to stop that as much as we can. And at some point, we hope to get this habit broke and taken care of so that we can redo that parking lot without it just turning around and getting ruined again right away. So I'm trying to figure out a way that is cost effective and doesn't make everyone's life difficult to somehow maybe barricade. We've put signs up and that does not seem to be helping, because there was another one today out there. Somehow like barricade slightly, like nothing major, but just something where they would have to get out of their vehicle and like open a bar, or like, I don't know. I'm almost envisioning those little things that they have at stores sometimes, like movie theaters, where like it's like a post and then you pull it and it hooks on the other side, but like on a larger scale, right? Something that would go across our drives. And then, it doesn't have to be locked or anything like that. Like, I don't think that's the issue. I think they just aren't paying attention. It looks like it's open and available and nobody's here, and so they pull in. If they had to get out of their vehicle to undo something, I think that's crossing a new line, right? And I don't think most of them would. So I don't know if you've ever seen something like that. I know they have the big, like open, things. That's like way too expensive and way too much. We don't need to go to that extreme. And cones like the actual real cones are super heavy. We have some here, and I can barely move them. And so that's not realistic for our staff to be able to put cones out and move them easily. So we need something that's like easy, but it's gonna just make that one more level of like, no, don't come in here. So if you've ever seen something like that, let me know. Put it on my Miss Allison Facebook page or something so that I can see what you've seen before. All right, that's it for today, you guys. We're getting close. We're getting close to putting an end on this blog, but still little things here and there. Oh, and one other thing that happened today. The city apparently never got the elevator inspection report from Schumacher, and so I did have to reach out to them and get that kind of to the correct people. But yeah, we're definitely getting close to wrapping up this chapter of the business, which I'm excited about. Just to focus back on creating new opportunities and not just these kind of things. I'm excited. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to eat and we're going to open here soon. So, all right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.